you some advice before you get too attached, baby. Don't get caught up in the lies, cause you won't never make it back. Cause this city, this town, is so much more than that. Baby, do you feel like surfing on the waves? Ooh, baby, now we can freak it from Hollywood up to the Bay. Ooh, yeah, let me show you what that West like. Alright, baby, won't you come and ride with me? I'll show you what that West like. Alright, California girls know what I mean. On the West side,
Baby, let me show you what my side like. Don't get caught up in that limelight. All this water on my wrist, can't get the time right. I see you in hindsight, I see you as my wife. I see you with me in a 6'3", hair blowing in the breeze. It's your California dream. Yeah, tell me something I wanna believe. Tell me that you need me the way I need you on my team. If I see you in the spring, I would fall if you would leave. For the Mars and APs, they are ballin' HD. From the west side with love, like I'm Diamond 13. Got me in real life, gotta say it for real twice. I'm from Southern California where the weather real nice. And the honey's not nice, still in the spotlight. I ain't got a vibe, if you wanna ride, I'll show you what the west side. Show you on the west
show you
side.
what that West like. Alright, baby, won't you come and ride with me? I'll show you what that West like. Alright, California girls know what I mean. On the West side, we got what you want, we got what you like. Sunny days and palm trees, they'll get you. Just like that, when you leave, we'll be coming right back. Cause you can't get enough of this California. Show you what that West like. Alright, baby, won't you come and ride with me? I'll show you what that West like. Alright, California girls know what I mean. On the West side, let me take you all around the West side. Let me take you all around. 'Cause I wanna take you all around. Let me take you all around the West side. Let me take you all around. Let me show you what the West like.
Introducing the starting five for your Dallas Mavericks. At small forward, at 6'6", number 25, Reggie Bullard. At forward, 6'7", number 10, Dodo Finney-Smith. At guard, 6'6", number 26, Spencer Dinwiddie. Starting at center, standing 6'8", number 35, Christian Wood. At guard, 6'7", number 77, Lunar.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. The Mavs have put the ball in Luka Doncic's hands and asked him to create. Coach Jason Kidd said, I don't know if anybody told Picasso he had to use all the paints, but I just want to remind him that he can rely on his teammates. His teammates are going to be there to help him. Good words from a great point guard, Kevin.
Indeed, that's high praise. Hall of Famer, DA. Thanks. And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the 1. And for the Mavericks, the backcourt pair will be Doncic and Dinwiddie. Out front, it's Finney-Smith at the 4, with Wood at the 5. And it's Bullock in at the 3. Veteran players are well represented, Greg, in this one. And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
Second shot opportunity. And Morris with the lay-in.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Doncic outside. Pocket 6. Wood a screen on George. Here's Dinwiddie. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Wood. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And that high skill level coupled with the 6'10 frame and Wood looking more and more polished as a catch and shooter.
Here now the Clippers. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
And the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
And he gets it to go.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Passes it to Wood. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
On the wing, Doncic. Shot clock at 5. There's the screen. Pulls it from 20. Shot up 2 there.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities or he's going to burn you. And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
Doncic against Jackson. Now here's Doncic. He's guarded closely. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. Los Angeles making a switch here. Hall's checked in. George against Dinwiddie. It's stolen by Morris. Left side, Leonard. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
The defense just pinballing off of the frame of Kawhi Leonard, determined to score.
And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze the defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
Here's George, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Now here's Bullock. He's covered by Leonard. And there's the pass to Doncic. Wall with a block.
An explosive athlete with length. Wall is a threat when he contests shots.
Here's George. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Shooting 1.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Ball, that's good.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
Looking now at some numbers for Zubac. Some impressive play from him over the last month. And he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And as you mentioned, one of the more efficient scorers in pro basketball. He challenges defenders with his bravado. And more often than not, he prevails. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Doncic. He drains the quick shot. Doncic has got his second basket of the game.
And the mid-range, no longer a challenge for Doncic. He has rapidly become one of the best three-level scorers in the game.
George with the bucket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Dinwiddie against George. Inside. And Doncic throws it down.
Slammed down by Doncic. A monster in the backcourt at 6'7".
Outside, George. Let it inside. He's guarded by Bullock.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
And here are the Mavericks now. 11-point game. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Now, here is George. He had 16 points in the win against San Antonio.
And, guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one, seriously put on a passing clinic.
Here's Doncic. Paul George making his last shot. Wood passes to Doncic from deep three-point range. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. Let's see the stat sheet here for Luka Doncic. Los Angeles leading by 13. Zubac kicks to Wall. Shoots over Doncic. Again, the Clippers.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Dinwiddie outside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Wall. And they'll get another chance. Here's Morris. The Mavericks pull it in.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's coming off a 19-point game against Miami.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
Just 2 to shoot. No good on the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And again, the Clippers good for 2.
It's a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Dallas calls timeout. And there has, Greg, been some talk within the league about adding a mid-season tournament. What are your thoughts on that possibility?
I mean, with the success of the play-in tournament, which, in full disclosure, I was not for, but love now, I can see why they're considering it.
Anyone out there on free t-shirt? These t-shirt kids are going down to the next noise!
With some changes. Mike Powell comes in for Reggie Bullock, and Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dinwiddie. Hardaway with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Outside Hardaway. On the wing, Doncic. Over Wall.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Davis Bertans comes in for Christian Wood. And it's Green in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And that one falls for John Wall.
Now, part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
Count the basket.
And that's the way to close. Once Doncic has this type of look, game over.
Clippers leading by 16. All with it. Hardaway picks him up from 13. No good that time. And it's Dallas the other way. And Brent, that Clippers turnaround. Did you see that coming?
I mean, not in this way, Kevin. Certainly it's been a lot of outside factors that have gotten the Clippers to this point. But with the ownership and the enthusiasm.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add two ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And so it's Dallas with it. They trail by 16. It's tipped. Wall with the steal. Driving inside. And the shot dunked by Wall.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And here is Green. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Miami. Doncic outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
And then George with the jam.
Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Mavericks trail by 18. Green draws the double. Hardaway with a wide open look. And he's good on the 3-ball.
I feel like Tim Hardaway Jr.'s role is to be out there and gun away, so ready to shoot that time.
Powell for 3. They get it again. George. Got it. Good job in the low post. George has got 14 points.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Outside Hardaway. There's the 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Powell with it. Hardaway picks him up. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And it's off from 3-point range. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 14. Maverick shooting has been tremendous. Their offense looking primed and ready for this match. Outside Hardaway. Third time sets the pick for Hardaway. And it's Hardaway again missing. Clippers leading by 14. And here's Leonard from 3. The Clippers keep it alive to the inside. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
And so here is Dallas. 1:24 left in the first quarter. Here's Doncic. Another shot, and he sinks the layup. 14 points for him.
And he's become a true warrior on the backboard. Doncic understands how to position himself on that offensive board.
Leonard attacking.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Doncic passes to Powell. On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Wall. Bertans' shot is good.
A playmaker of Doncic's talents wasn't missing that gap. He quickly gets the ball to the wide open man.
From deep, George. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his third assist on the night. Mavericks trail by 17. On the wing, Hardaway. Over George. Hardaway, no good.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
And the shot goes in.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
To the middle. Here's Bertans. And the layup's good off the glass. Bertans got his second basket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
All right, fans, I need to hear you get out right now for your defense crew. For your defense crew.
Los Angeles leading by 17. Pass to Mann. It's stolen by Green. To the paint. Here's Doncic. Excellent D there from George.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back to the action in just a minute. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. 17-point game. Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. On court spots are the deadly George and Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Mann in at the shooting guard. The Clippers shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you. Green against George. Wood kicks to Green. Back to Wood. Green deciding where to go with it. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. Wood can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 13.
Well, Christian Wood has shown himself capable of being a 20 and 10 guy. But now he's looking to show he can be a winner as well.
Knocked away. Paul George with the steal. Jackson from long range. It's hauled in by Wood. And you hear about impacting winning. How does Wood, Greg, take the next step in that regard?
Well, Kevin, we know he can make shots and block shots. I think it's just about consistency and decision-making. And then defensively, I think he's more than capable.
And George with the stuff.
Just Paul George showing how dominant he can be as a two-way player.
Here's Green. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Tipped away. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Tuesday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Thursday, the San Antonio Spurs come into town, tipping off a homestand for them.
And for their matchup with Cleveland, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
And it's Leonard missing. Mavericks trail by 15. Outside, Green. A 3-ball. And it's rebounded by Covington for Los Angeles. They've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
It's hauled in by George. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. He takes it in, and it's George finishing it off.
Well, Paul George can play in the supportive role, and then he can do things like that where he just decides to take over.
And the Mavericks call time here. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
Your defense crew.
Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Reggie Bullock. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Robert Covington. Morris comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. And John Wall subbed in for Terrence Mann. Here's Finney-Smith. Off target with his three.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. And that one falls for John Wall. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, that they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
And so Wall nails both of them.
And there's a lot of nuance to Wall's game. People talk about his speed and things like that, but his instinct and skill are equally as important, if not more so.
Dinwiddie passes to Powell. There's Green with the three. Hands it from downtown.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Ball call.
On the wing, Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Dallas moving it around. Dinwiddie left side. Powell with a screen on Wall. Dinwiddie kicks to Wood. 4 on the clock. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got assist number 5 here tonight. And it's Wall with the ball for Los Angeles. Driving in, and the slam dunk by Wall.
And on the drive, Wall can be so sudden, striking before the defense gets a chance to load.
Mavericks trail by 20. Now here's Dinwiddie, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. The Clippers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. From deep, Wall hits the three-point bomb. Wall's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Dinwiddie passes to Wood. Up high to stuff the alley.
And let the big man eat. Throw it up to Wood, and he'll complete that.
Here's Wall. And Wall slams it home.
And you can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Dallas has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Jackson against Green. Here's Dinwiddie. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Dinwiddie's got his second basket of the night.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
20 feet out. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Jackson from long range. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Wall with the steal. Fires from the corner. And there's Jackson on the assist from Wall. Jackson's got 9.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Pass to Wood. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Some changes here for the Mavericks. Davis Bertans checks in for Christian Wood. Hardaway comes in for Josh Green. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Dinwiddie. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Powell, he's checked in for Reggie Jackson. Powell kicks to Bertans. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Driving to the basket. And the dunk by Zubac.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
The Mavericks have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting. The three for Doncic. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. Wall, again, the Clippers.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
So it's the Mavericks now. Now Doncic, he had 34 points in the win against Miami.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds, guys. Can't forget about the fundamentals.
5 to shoot. Over to the left wing. Here's Bertans for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kennard for 3. That one, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Yep, made the defense work extremely hard and did a nice job of getting any advantage they could against a team that shot it well.
Here's Finney-Smith. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Powell, the pass to Zubac. Lays it up off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Pass to Bertans. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Morris. And good, coming off the assist by Wall.
The assist.
Morris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And the pass to Bertans. Misses the 3.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Morris with the bucket.
And you see the body control. Morris taking the hit there, but still able to complete the play.
In the first half. 2 minutes.
Doncic against Wall. Doncic kicks to Bertans. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Wall's got 24.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Doncic outside. Locked up there for Powell. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
And the Clippers call time here.
Who wants a t-shirt? You know what to do.
Some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dwight Powell, and it's Reggie Bullock in for Dorian Finney-Smith. The Clippers also making some changes. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Mann subbed in for Kennard. LA's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And Wall with the slam.
At times, Wall can be so explosive here, playing downhill, and then just sails over the defense for the dunk.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have. Injuries have been a factor the past couple of seasons, so they haven't competed at the level, certainly, that their owner wants to, but trying to keep this core group of guys together, and if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
One shot.
That free throw good from Doncic.
And it feels like Doncic has risen to stardom so fast. His drive to be an all-time great is very evident.
Wall passes to Zubac. That's good. And so Wall with the assist.
Assist goes to
Wall's got assist number 7 for him tonight. 59 seconds left in the first half. Doncic against Wall. From down low. That one off the back iron and out. And it's Batum with the ball. Bringing it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Mann. Shoots over McGee. Again, the Clippers.
And if you give Batum some time to survey the floor, he'll find an open teammate.
Mavericks shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Here's Bullock. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Zubac, no good. The Mavericks shooting in the second quarter around 42%. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Doncic against Wall. Now, here's Doncic. Not a lot of room. Wall with a block. Powell with it. Over Hardaway. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
Usually you see Powell operating on a drive or spot up three. That time he took advantage of a mid-range.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Los Angeles on top as they wrap up the second quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Here with Ty Lue. Good rhythm for your offense in the first half. What did you like about the start?
Moving the basketball, taking the right shot, making the right play. We make the extra pass, we're a tough team to beat.
And you were sure tough in the first half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games. And Kenny, were there any specific teams you looked forward to playing?
I mean, any team Shaq was on, because you had to be hyped for that, you know, especially when you got Hakeem, when they go head-to-head. I always look forward to that.
Yeah, you're lucky you had him, Kenny, because you were terrified to come down into the paint.
Not true. I wasn't terrified, just a little bit shaky.
And circling back to this first half, fellas, a decisive advantage for the Clippers.
This offense has been off the charts good. I mean, we're seeing player movement, ball movement, guys are getting in the right spots and spacing on the floor.
Just an incredible first half display. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Out front, it's Finney-Smith at the 4, with Wood at the 5. The backcourt pair will be Doncic and Dinwiddie. And it's Bullock in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Floats it up for Wood. Leonard with the steal. Driving the lane. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
What an athlete as Kawhi gets a step on the D, and they're helpless.
Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. And you could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Here's Morris, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Morris has got 8 points.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Dinwiddie sets the screen for Doncic. No good from outside. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. The baseline J. And that one's good. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
We talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Pass to Wood. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Doncic against Wall. Wood a screen on Wall. Unloads from 13. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 19 points.
And they get one now. 1 of 5 here in the third.
And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
Well, once Paul George gets in that deep, get out of the way. He's coming right at you.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Doncic against Wall. Dinwiddie wide open. And a miss there on the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. And that one drops. And now it's up to 25 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
George against Dinwiddie. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Knocks down the 3-ball. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. And here is Doncic. 22 points for him. Dinwiddie outside. His 3-pointers off the mark. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 20-5 run here. Morris into the lane. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Doncic. Mavericks shooting 43% from the field. To the inside, Finney-Smith. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Mavericks shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Dinwiddie with it. George picks him up with some arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Outside Leonard. And it hung on the rim but wouldn't fall for him. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon. Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Floats it up for Wood. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Here's Doncic. He's one of the most resourceful scorers you'll ever see. He's generating an average of around 33.5 points a game. And here's Bullock from the arc. It's hauled in by George.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And the basket is good.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Here's Dinwiddie. 6 points for him. Here's Doncic. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 7th assist in the game. Now, here's Zubats. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Wood can't hit. And Los Angeles guys shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Morris with the bucket.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Dallas shooting 43% from the field. Doncic looking it over. Wood finds Doncic. And he drops it in from the low post. Doncic has got 26. And here is Los Angeles now. Outside for George. Lets it go from the wing. Bucket is good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Dallas shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. Passes it to Bullock. Launches it. Offensive rebound. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Dinwiddie, and the call on the shot sends him to the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight of converting on those chances.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. JaVale McGee's checked in for Christian Wood. Dwight Powell comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Green in for Doncic. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. And it's the Clippers' ball. Here's Mann. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Green kicks to McGee. Back to Green. Dinwiddie outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and it's McGee with the jam. The Clippers shoot has been just uncontainable, 72%. Brad, one thing you can say about JaVale McGee, wherever he goes, success seems to follow.
Oh, for sure. Since 2017, he's won multiple rings. He brings great intensity to the court on both ends, runs the floor and patrols the paint. He's just the kind of big man you want to call on when the team needs it.
Hardaway finds McGee. Good work there as it goes. McGee's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Jackson misses.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Green against Powell.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Dinwiddie outside. All sorts of time. Good as Green picking up the assist. Green's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 1:36 left in the third. The pass to Powell. It's tipped. Covington with the steal. Powell inside. Working on Green. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And Norman Powell, he is compact and powerful, and able to take that hit.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their stars. An efficient scorer. Norman Powell could fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
1:21 left here in the third quarter. And the Clippers call time here.
Okay, now, friends, let's see you get up and get ready for your defense crew.
to check out the numbers for Reggie Jackson. Averaging about 11 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
Clippers with the ball. And he drives in. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And Reggie not holding back right now. He's just charging through the defense.
Powell against Hardaway. Outside, Green to the wing right side. Here's Bertans for 3, and no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Releases. Man can't hit. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
A 3-pointer is right on target.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Jackson misses.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
There's Tennis, the pass to Hardaway. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Pulls it from 20. It's rebounded by Dallas.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Green, the pass to Hardaway. With 1 on the clock, Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We come back right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Batuma's out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the small forward. And here's Harvey. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Hardy from outside the arc. Drains the 3-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Pass to Bertans. Another 3 for Dallas.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Here's Kennard. The Mavericks pull it in. McGee's got 7 rebounds in the game. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
Down low, here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Jackson misses.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Here's Pinson. Kicks to McGee. Pinson passes to Bertens. Poke loose. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And please give a round of applause for your junior defense crew.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, John Wall.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He got an extra boost from the grief these fans were giving him here tonight. They were riding him hard all night, and he ate it up. Some guys just like being the villain, I guess. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Goes up on the wing. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. There's
Man, fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Here's Covington. McGee with the block. Here's Ntilikina. Kennard covering. Passes to Pinson for the three. Tries again. And the layup good by McGee. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds. Clippers have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Los Angeles with another miss.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, and the slam dunk by McGee.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
Jackson really good at stopping on the dime, rising up, and knocking them down.
Now, here's Hardy. The pass to Ntilikina. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone in the fourth quarter.
Well, he's a pass-first point guard. Ntilikina with a nice play there.
The Clippers shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Jackson, rebounded by McGee. McGee's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Pinson. Pass to Hardy. Bertans with the ball. And the three off target. And Los Angeles guys shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. Man can't hit.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Ntilikina. Goes back up. No good. That's just his first miss in 7 shots. And here is Los Angeles now. Covington inside the line. That one good for 2. Covington's got his first bucket in this one. Here's Dallas. They're on a 16-6 run. Now here's Hardy. Guarded by Jackson. Hardy passes to McGee. Great pass to set up the lay-in. McGee's got 12 points in just the second half. Here's Jackson. And so much great talent coming into the league, Greg, every year. That 2021 draft, in particular, looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft.
Here's Hardy. The Mavericks keeping it alive. The new 14. Here's Ntilikina. They get the rebound. Pinson. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Pinson's got his first points of the night. Moment here now for an injury report. Let's find out the news on Nicholas Batum. David, what's the update?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from Los Angeles' head athletic trainer. He told me that he bruised his rib. He's got a pretty good mark there, and he is really feeling it. You don't want to hear this news, as most teams are starting to hit their stride. So they're going to miss him while he's recovering from this injury. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. And the Clippers call time here.
The loudest second gets a free t-shirt. Let him hear you.
Is checked in for Frank Ntilikina. Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Man. On the inbound, rebounded by Hardy. Dallas shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Doncic outside. From deep. That shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Looking to get it going. Rebounded by Hardy. Dallas shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Doncic outside. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Paul George. George has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Jackson. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And here's Hardy. Doncic outside. Fires from 14. Count it. Doncic has got 28.
A great disruptor of the basketball. Luka taking matters into his own hands tonight. Great to see him play like this.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Now, here's Hardy. And Doncic throws it down.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Here's Jackson. Again, the miss by Jackson.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Doncic against Jackson. Pass to Pinson. Fires the three. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 6 assists here tonight.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Can they get it? George, no good. And so here is Dallas. Here's Hardy. Another three for Dallas.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed the tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed. This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Here's Jackson. Misses off the right iron.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Green comes in for Hardy. Norman Powell's checked in for the Clippers. On defense, the Clippers. A shot by Bertans. Nobody around. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. From deep, George. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
Doncic against Kennard. The shot, no good. Nice D from Doncic. Outside, Green. Back to Doncic. There's the triple. The Clippers grab the miss. Morris has got 8 rebounds in this game. Over Doncic. Los Angeles with another miss. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Drains it from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 7 points for the quarter.
And without much left to prove, Doncic still trying to hone the consistency of that 3-ball. But the confidence, no doubt, is there.
And that one's good, George.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play. That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Puts it up. And it's George missing. Mavericks trail by 18. Doncic outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
That's a 2 from Powell. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Clippers lead by 17.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Los Angeles.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for George.
So many times on the defensive end, showed off those quick mitts, jumped all over the opposition and swiped the ball away a number of times.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're in front by 14. 55 seconds left in the fourth.
Get out of the seat and on your feet for the Geektown Crew.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Wood, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Reggie Bullock comes in for Davis Bertans. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Josh Green. The Clippers also making some changes. Zubac is checked in for Robert Covington. Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in for Powell. Here's George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA and a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. JaVale McGee's checked in for Christian Wood. Davis Bertans comes in for Reggie Bullock. And Josh Green subbed in for Dinwiddie. And both free throws good for Paul George.
Now you look at the massive hauls that have been received in the trades with Paul George. That should tell you how valuable PG is.
And it's Green with the jam. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 assists.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
That's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Shooting for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
No doubt one of the best two-way threats on any NBA floor. Leonard remains hungry to keep adding to his title collection.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 16. Out left to the wing. Here's Bertans for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Now George. Over Green. A nice shot by George. George has got 35.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Passes it to Finney-Smith. Back to Green. Now the pass to Bertans. He kicks to Doncic. And the wide open shot from Green. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kawhi. The defense, of course, keyed in on slowing you down tonight, but your teammates stepped up. How important is that for you?
It feels great, you know. That's what a championship team is about. You know, when your star's not going or they double teaming you, then you got other guys knocking down big shots like they did tonight.
The others came correct, man, and you got the dub. Congrats. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you later.